Ladies and gentlemen, just when you thought, what happened to all the Lukaku news? Well, why has it slowed down? Well, it's come back flying to smack us in the face in the form of Vlahovic. I don't know exactly how I feel about this, so definitely we're going to talk about it. And ladies and gentlemen, like we haven't dealt enough with Brighton. It's a toxic relationship. It's a toxic relationship that we seem to have an immense fetish for. We seem to absolutely love sleeping with Brighton. Let's go. All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get cracking on in the latest Chelsea transfer news. This is coming from Fabrizio Romano. Initially came from Di Marzio. This is what Fabrizio had to say about this. Chelsea are now back in talks again with Juventus through intermediaries. Swap deal between Romelu Lukaku and Dušan Vlahović has been discussed again. Chelsea will discuss Vlahović internally as this option has been rejected in July. I don't know how I feel about this, and I need your help in the comment section. Make some rational for and against comments in regards to this situation. Swap deal, yes, in one side. I love the fact we can get rid of Romelu Lukaku. What an absolute disease he is. He needs to leave ASAP. The fact that this hasn't been resolved, I'm in 1st of August. You guys are going to be in 1st of August very, very soon. The fact that it hasn't been resolved as yet absolutely bothers me. So from that sense, okay, we get rid of Romelu Lukaku. We bring in Vlahovic, who is a decent enough striker. Let's be honest. He is a decent enough striker. And I feel his skill set, his frame will fit in the Premier League, no doubt. On the other hand, I'm like, another Italian club. This club, not that long ago, didn't Juventus play us again? Initially, they said that they were going to pay the 40 million euros for Lukaku as soon as they get to sell Vlahovic. Looks like they can't sell Vlahovic to PSG. PSG fans are irate about Vlahovic. Now there is a swap situation. I want to know how much are they going to pay us? Are we going to pay them? How much do they value Romelu Lukaku? Dealing with these Italian clubs is an absolute mess. And the other factor is I still want Nicolas Jackson to be our number one striker. Like what Nicolas Jackson has shown us in this preseason. And I'm not saying don't get him competition. Of course, get him competition. No doubts about that. But for me, Nicolas Jackson is an out-and-out striker for us at the moment. And someone like Dušan Vlahović, ladies and gentlemen, someone like Dušan Vlahović, he ain't coming to be second fiddle. You best believe he's coming to take the first place. Now, yes, healthy competition is good, no problems about it, but we shouldn't just bend over backwards and give this guy a red carpet, roll out the red carpet and allow him to start. He has to earn his place. Pochettino did mention post-match, the recent match that we had against Fulham, said that he's very happy with the options that Chelsea have in terms of Nkunku, in terms of Nicolas Jackson. Don't forget, Armando Broja. Well, this situation kind of tells me if it does go through, Armando Broja 100% will be loaned out. There is absolutely no doubts about that. There's no space for three strikers here when Pochettino seems to rate Nkunku to a certain degree as a striker as well, as an option. So yeah, Pochettino was saying that, he's happy with the likes of Jackson and Nkunku, but at the same time, if there is a new, sort of, chance or option available in the market, something of a different profile, if a new profile is available in the market, then he's all open for it. So I guess this is the new profile. But look, I'm not sold on Vlahovic, to be honest. I just feel like, I don't know, man. I don't know why I get this vibe that this guy potentially might not work out. But do you know what? Look, maybe the pressure might not be that much for him to perform straight away, because I fully believe Nicolas Jackson has shown immense quality to kick things off in the Premier League. And of course, Vlahovic will compete and it'll be healthy competition. And don't forget, Nicolas Jackson will be away from African Cup of Nations in January. So we do need a striker at that point. So ladies and gentlemen, you let me know how you feel about this. The crazy part is, check this out. There's a video that's been floating around. Inter Milan fan to Romelu Lukaku. See if you sign at Juventus. Never say Forza at Juventus. Romelu Lukaku, no, never. I don't think the deal will go through. Like, this video is floating around in social media where he's telling an Inter Milan fan that he's not going to be going to Juventus. I mean, obviously we shouldn't take anything that comes out of Lukaku's mouth as the most trustworthy, information ever. He could be absolutely lying in front of this fan's face. So, but he's saying that the deal won't go through. I don't know, man. It is complex. It is complex. I don't think it's straightforward. Swap deals are always complex because you don't know how much to value. They can undervalue our player. We can overvalue their player. And as I said, man, these Italian clubs just are not good news. They're really not good news. And when was the last time a striker from Italy, from Serie A, has come into Premier League and actually has done well? So that's something to think about as well. It's a really good video from Leas. Go check out Leas in YouTube. He's all over Twitter as well. He's done a really good video on, Italian strikers coming to, or Italian players as well, not just the strikers coming to the Premier League. When was the last time they've done well? But I know some of you guys really like Vlahovic. But yeah, it means the end of Armando Broja. That's 100%. I actually had no issues with keeping Armando Broja as a backup to Nicolas Jackson. So I know he hasn't done anything yet in the preseason. He's still recovering. Maybe it's not wise to have a player like Armando Broja as the backup for Nicolas Jackson, because the backup has to do an immense job. So maybe a loan deal is the wise thing to do. So let me know in the comment section how you feel about that whole shenanigans Lukaku swap with Vlahovic. In the comment section, let me know. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, this one. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Chelsea have sent formal bid for Robert Sánchez to Brighton. Negotiations are ongoing. Sanchez has already accepted Chelsea as destination. This is mad. Negotiations are ongoing. Sanchez has already accepted Chelsea as destination. So look, personal terms, I agree. Brighton hope for Sanchez to leave this summer, so they want to get rid of him. Chelsea and Brighton remain in talks also for Moisés Caicedo. Like, what do I say? What do I say about this? I'm speechless. Are we doing this again with Brighton? Again? I mean, have we not dealt with them enough? Are they not? Aren't they other clubs in the world? Like, are these guys the only club to deal with? Look how difficult it has been with Moisés Caicedo, and we still haven't got Moisés Caicedo. We're in August now. I'm in August. You guys will be in August very soon. And look at all the crazy stuff like Cucurella as well. Now, question marks around him, even though he was doing well at Brighton. But Chelsea, it's not been the same. We've paid a lot of money. We look at how much bending over backwards that we've had to do for Levi Colwill as well. We've got Levi Colwill news coming up, some good news in regards to him. But Brighton, bothered us, abused us. Do you know what I mean? Gilly Gilmore. Billy Gilmore, ladies and gentlemen, as well. Like, they bought Billy Gilmore off us for such low price. Tariq Lamptey before that. Don't forget Graham Potter. I mean, what are we doing, man? Look, this goalkeeper, in my opinion, like, I know there's a lot of people out there that don't rate him. I don't mind him. He's all right. I think he'll compete with Kepa. I think his distribution is better, in my opinion. I know stats will say no, but Kepa's distribution is not that great. I think from a shot-stopping ability as well, I think he's better. But he's not hugely better, but he is better, in my opinion. But I don't want to deal with Brighton. I'm sick and tired of dealing with Brighton. They're probably going to take us to the cleaners again for this particular player. Unless, do you know what? If they're desperate to get rid of Robert Sánchez, they need to give us some sort of discount for Moisés Caicedo. Like, if that is the case, that look, we'll take Robert Sánchez away from your books and reduce your wages. You don't have to worry about his wages, but give us Moisés Caicedo with some sort of discount, because we're going to give you money for Robert Sánchez as well. Unless if there's some sort of situation happening in regards to that with the two deals, then I don't want to deal with these guys again, man. I really don't want to deal with Brighton. If we get Robert Sánchez for, I don't know, about £20 million max, 25, I don't know, that probably should be his asking price, and get a bit of a discount from Moisés Caicedo, about 15 million, let's do the deal. Let's get the job done. But if they start asking for about 35, 40 million for this particular player, it's long dealing with Brighton, man. And like Chelsea Football Club, man, like, haven't you learned your lesson? Why are you so interested? It's a scenario where, you know how some people, they just have this fetish for a toxic relationship. Like, there are individuals out there, they just, they love relationships that are just toxic, man. They just, thrive in those scenarios. They harm each other, they fight against each other, but then they have some wild nights. Do you know what I mean? Like, wild get-togethers. And it seems like this is what Chelsea and Brighton's all about. Toxic relationship that Chelsea seem to embrace themselves a lot. If Caicedo and Sanchez joined Chelsea, would have taken double figures from players and staff. And Inela, look at this: Mark Cucurella, Graham Potter, Billy Reid, Born Hamburg, Carl McCauley, Ben Roberts, Bruno Sartor, Paul Winstanley, Robert Sánchez, Moisés Caicedo. It's absolutely mad. Actually, is absolutely mad. Let me know about Robert Sánchez. I know we need a secondary keeper, someone to compete with Kepa. I just wish it wasn't Brighton, man. That's it makes me laugh. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, negotiations are taking place in these hours for Levi Colwill's new contract. Chelsea have improved their proposal and want to make it happen. Talks will continue. Chelsea confident they always described Levi Colwill as untouchable, not for sale. I love this, man. Apparently, this is a long-term contract. It's a lucrative contract as well. And the contract is apparently in advanced position at the moment. So look, all of those rumors hopefully will come to an end. Liverpool, Brighton, they're all submitting defeat, especially Brighton in recent times. Roberto De Zerbi publicly saying, we've lost Levi Colwill, like as if Levi Colwill was your player to start off with. We loaned him. Do you know what I mean? Loan means he comes back to us because we own him. Hopefully he signs the contract extension. He's going to be an important player on that left side. A lot of people are excited to see Levi Colwill and Axel Disasi. The combination, left and the right side, both having that line-breaking pass ability, both at the same time can also drive forward with the ball. So look, hopefully this happens. This is good news, and we can all rest from here. Levi Colwill should be a Chelsea player in the long run, and hopefully it just leaves a good legacy at Chelsea Football Club. Breaking: Chelsea in advanced talks with Levi Colwill over a new long-term contract. This is from Jacob Steinberg, so that's great news. Levi Colwill is happy with Chelsea's contract offer and talks are advanced. Nizar Kinsella, good to see. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea are now ready to listen to offers for Trevor Chalobah. He could cost about 45 million. Jacob Steinberg, it's clear as daylight. Chelsea don't rate Chalobah. It is clear as daylight, because if they rated Chalobah, then we wouldn't see the purchase of Axel Disasi at this moment. Maybe down the track we do need CBs, because people like Thiago Silva ain't going to be around at Chelsea Football Club. But I just thought that at this moment it wasn't necessary. But Chelsea got different plans. They're thinking ahead. They're making sure that they're set for the future. Wesley Fofana, there's huge question marks around Wesley Fofana and his injury record, whether he's going to make it as a Chelsea defender, which then leaves Chalobah as massively surplus to requirements. And don't forget, the rise of Bashir Humphreys probably would have put even further question marks on Chalobah. So maybe Chelsea rate Bashir Humphreys a lot higher than what they do in regards to Chalobah. And don't forget, being an English player, academy player, selling him is direct profit to the books. And yes, of course, 45 million, 100% should be. I don't want to see any of these shenanigans, 25 million and 30 million. This guy, any other players in the Premier League go for easily 45, 50 million. We should start acting like that as well. Trevor Chalobah, Mark Guéhi quoted for 50 million. Granted, Guéhi is probably a better defender, no problems, but he's not that much better. Mark Guéhi is not that much better. So 45 million is probably the right price for Trevor Chalobah, and hopefully we get that. Apparently West Ham are interested in Trevor Chalobah. Regardless of shared ownership rules, only 3 loans are allowed between clubs. Chelsea still plan to sign striker Ila Wahi from Montpellier with Strasbourg in mind, so they will need to find different temporary or permanent homes for a number of players they are stockpiling. So this was one of the questions that we were sort of wondering, how many players can we actually send to Strasbourg? Everyone seems to be linked to Strasbourg. So looks like it's going to be Angela Gabriel, Leslie Ugochukwu, and Eli Wahi. So you get 3 players. These are probably the 3. David Fofana has gone to Union Berlin. And all the other movements will have to happen in different clubs. So look, Strasbourg, brace yourself, everyone. Watch alongs coming our way for sure. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea 2023-2024 away kit. What are your thoughts, Blues? I'll tell you what, we've done a madness with our kits this season. Our home kit looks fly. I can't wait to buy one. I can't wait to give away one of those ones to you guys for the Fantasy Premier League, which I will create very, very soon once the final preseason match is over with Dortmund. I'll create that mini league and give you guys the code, and I will give away a home kit for the winner. But this second, this away kit looks fly as well, man. Honestly, I like the designs that we've come out with this season. Nike has actually done a mad job. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts on this away kit. I like it, man. I absolutely like it. But look, blockbuster news today so far is Vlahovic swap deal with Lukaku. Let me know what your thoughts are in regards to that. And of course, Robert Sánchez, man. I mean, Brighton, we love him. It must be some sweet lovemaking with them. Honestly, it must be. Ladies and gentlemen, smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. I shall see you guys for a live tomorrow. And make sure, ladies and gentlemen, my second channel, the video in regards to Man United we did earlier today. So check that out in the link in the description for the second channel. And I'll also put it up in the end screen as well, in the comment section as well. I have the link too. So until then, take care. See ya.